This single mistake is costing coaches thousands of pounds every single week, every single day, every single month when it comes to starting and growing a coaching business. And I'm so frustrated that I'm choosing to film this video to help you solve this issue once and for all so you can exponentially grow your coaching business. Let me dive into it. I've created a bit of a whiteboard breakdown on the biggest mistake I see, how you can solve it, how you can avoid it, so you can build, grow, and scale your coaching business much quicker. So let's dive into my whiteboard so I can talk you through exactly what I mean and how you can overcome it, right? As you can see here, I'm quite passionate about this, but one of the biggest things a lot of the time I see with coaches, and like one of the biggest mistakes, I genuinely can't even believe I'm seeing. I can't believe it, right? Coaches are making, and this is coming from a place of actually having this a little bit of frustration, a little bit of disappointment in myself as well, because the younger version of me, when I was 17, when I was 18 on my Instagram page, I was making this exact mistake that I'm about to share with you. So it's not something groundbreaking. It's not something completely like never happened before, but you don't think about it until it's too late, until it's costing you leads and it's costing you clients, right? And I used to make this mistake. I'm sure if you have the dedication, if you have the time, and if you want to see the mistake in real action, in real life, I'm telling you this from someone that's done the exact mistake, right? The exact mistake I'm talking about in this video is the content and going too heavy chasing views, chasing virality, and that doesn't help you. And here's exactly what I mean. I think one of the biggest things, right, is there needs to be a sweet spot, and there needs to be a formula when it comes to getting clients, and for actually distill this down into a clear process, into a clear framework that gets our client results. And here's what that actually looks like. The very first thing is views. Views and attention, which is basically the same thing. We need this to be able to build our coaching business and grow. If you look at some of the biggest businesses in the world right now, are built off the back of having massive social media attention. So we've got people like Cristiano Ronaldo, we've got people like Kim Kardashian, we've got people like Mr. Beast. These guys can post and sell quite literally anything. The reason they can sell anything is because they have this thing nailed down. They've got attention on social media, on Instagram, on YouTube. Like the reason Cristiano Ronaldo went nuclearly famous on YouTube and became like second or third most subscribed person in the world super quickly is because he had the eyeballs, he had the attention to be able to do that. So this is one of the things we need to grow a coaching business, and there's a real clear formula for this, right? The very first thing we need is this, which is the same. We need views and attention. The second thing we need is trust. So trust is two things, right? Trust is also expertise. And this is something that a lot of people kind of make a mistake with, and I made. And we need both of these things to actually grow a coaching business and grow a profitable coaching business as well. We need to get views. So we need to be strategic with the kind of attention grabbing content we're doing in the front to get people in. But the second thing we also need, which is just as crucial, is we need to be able to get our expertise across to be able to sell our coaching program. And this is something that people actually make a big mistake with, right? If you just post content on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, wherever it might be, and you think that if you just post trust content, if you just get people to know you and you tell them about your dogs and your family and your kids and how busy your life is, people are going to like you and they're going to trust you. I hate to break it to you, but it doesn't work like that. We need to build trust in this singular thing, right? In this singular domain, right? In the singular domain we need to build is your expertise. We need to get people to trust that you can help them solve a problem, because one of the biggest things you need to keep in mind is someone isn't going to just pay you money to be your friend, right? They're not going to pay you because they like you. They're going to pay you because they have a problem and they trust that you can help them solve the problem they have, and you can get that moving forward. If you have these two things nailed with your content, you're going to get one thing. One very important thing is clients and high ticket clients for your coaching program, right? This is what you're going to get. But one of the biggest mistakes coaches make is one thing, or two things rather. They either, and this is going to be this bit here, by the way, that I'm going to share next is going to be super tactical, super valuable, and you can quite literally diagnose exactly where the bottleneck is in your business from this next 30 seconds, and it's going to help yourself, right? If you are posting just for views, if you're just focusing on just getting attention on social media, so if you're just focusing on this, what usually happens is your content gets likes, your content gets comments, engagement, shares, followers. However, this doesn't turn into clients, right? So if you're just posting this content, you're just posting this type of content, you get this, you get engagement. However, you don't get followers. So you don't get clients, you get no leads and no clients. So this is a mistake, and this is an easy sign, right? So if you're sitting here, you're nodding along, you're watching this video, if you know this is happening, you're getting engagement, you're getting good, decent followers compared to other coaches. However, this doesn't turn into leads, doesn't turn into clients. It's probably because you're getting this right, but you're not getting this right. So this is the first thing. The second thing, and for some reason my nose is super itchy today, so I do apologize if it distracts you, me itching my nose. But the second issue is if you're doing this too much, right? So if you're just posting about your expertise, right? You're just posting about how good of a coach you are, how much you can get people. Usually, if you're just posting about this, the issue is you get clients occasionally, but you don't really get enough traffic. Not enough traffic is the issue here. You don't get enough attention, you don't get enough followers. There's no steady lead of no steady flow of leads, of clients, of call bookings, because you just haven't got the attention right. So you might want to screenshot this bit, by the way, here, because depending on what you're doing in your business, you're probably doing one or the other. You're probably doing this and you're not doing this, or you're doing this but you're not doing this. So that's an easy way to almost diagnose your business and your content strategy. Is this the issue, or is this the issue, right? And this is going to take me to the rest of the video and the topic. One of the biggest mistakes I see new coaches making is, a lot of the time, if I was to hazard a guess and kind of audit a business from these calls that they book, is that one thing happens is they are constantly finding ways to lower their trust and lower their credibility in the pursuit of chasing views. So what I mean by that is I see a lot of coaches, a lot of different coaches putting on wigs or makeup, or like one of those clown noses or red nose things, when I was in school, like those clown noses, just trying to kind of dance on Instagram, kind of play the algorithm to get likes, to get comments, to get engagements. However, if the comments you're getting, if the likes, if the followers you're getting are at the detriment of you killing your credibility and your trust as a coach and as an expert, you will not drive your business forward. You will not succeed. You will not build business. You will not get clients, right? So one of the most important things is to make sure when you're building your content strategy, you are doing two things with it. Like I say at the beginning, right? The very first thing you want to do is be able to reverse engineer it, to get likes, to get comments, to get followers. But to be able to do that consistently, you need to be able to also do it in a way where it builds trust in the fact that you can solve people's problems. So the best way you can possibly go viral with your content, to get followers, to get attention, to get engagement and qualified leads into your business, is to really dial in and focus on posting content that solves super specific problems for the people you want to help. It's going to make it a lot easier for you to be able to build your coaching business. So, really audit this, right? The viral content you're posting that's going to drive your business forward. Is it getting people to see you as a coach and as a trusted expert, or are they just seeing you as like a dancing monkey or dancing clown, or someone that's just a bit of a joker on social media, and it's not really going to help them, right? Because if you're constantly doing that, sure, you may get some followers, you may get some comments, you may get some likes, but what good are any of these stuff if they're not putting money in your pocket and driving your business forward, you know? Something that is really worth considering, because, you know, we all post content for one goal alone. The biggest thing we want to do with our content is get this, you know, get sales coming into our business. If we're posting stuff of us dancing around on social media, being funny, having a good time, cracking up, like it's not going to drive your sales forward, guys. So like, really audit your business, really audit this thing from this call, from this conversation. Audit what you're posting. What's the goal of it? Is it actually going to drive sales forward, or is it just for fun, right? That's going to make a big difference in terms of the quality of followers you have coming in, the ability for you to be able to sell them and move things forward. I hope you take value from this video. It's a slightly different, more whiteboard, tactical style video. So if you do find it helpful, if you want to see more videos just like this, make sure to hit like and make sure to subscribe so you can see more. I have also recently opened up something completely new, which is going to be free for a very limited time, most likely until we get the first 100 members. I've opened up a free school community where you can get direct access to me in the school community to ask any questions you may have with growing your coaching business. You also have a ton of different pre-recorded trainings and courses and blueprints and documents on there that you can watch, which is all completely for free for now. The biggest reason I'm doing the school community, if I'm completely honest, I'm going to raise my hands, is because you're going to see the immense amount of value, all the free stuff we have on offer, and you may potentially want to work with me down the line in the future, and you're going to win, and I'm going to win as well in that. So, you know, that's my full transparency, that's my full pitch from this video, and if you do find it helpful, I'll probably see you in the next one. Peace.